Okay, hey you guys. This is Stacia, and I am going to share with you a training game that I just played on chess.com. But for you, it was yesterday. But hey, let's analyze this game. It was quite interesting. I did manage to win this one. Um, and I'm not going to turn on the graph yet. Let's first go through the game, and then at the end, we will see if our analysis matches what the computer says. Hopefully, it will. So, okay, does this look right to you? It does. Okay. I mean, I feel like my time management was quite awful, but aside from that, I'm pretty happy. Okay, so here we had this is the Queen's Gambit with d4, c4, and I like to play the Queen's Gambit Accepted with d takes c4. I've been thinking about my black openings lately. I'll leave it at that for now. Knight c3. Okay, here I like to play a6 because it's like, I'm going to hold on to the pawn. So would you like to allow that or what? So like if they go e4, for example, I will play b5 here. I will do this. And then if they go like, let's see, what could they do? If they go a4 here, I don't have to sack my rook like in the main line. I can actually just go b4. And these lines are still interesting. I think they're playable for both sides, really. The engine likes black a little bit, but they could do something like, Actually, what should they do? Yeah, they usually go here, I thought. Then I would go e6, and they'll come back, attacking the pawn. And then here, I guess, we just go bishop e7. They can take it, and the game can go on from here. But black is actually better, according to the computer. But to me, it's just a fight. It's just a strategic fight, and I mean, anything can happen still in a game like that. So anyway, a4, knight c6. I gotta turn the engine off. I'll keep looking at it. Okay, knight c6 is a weird looking move. I tell my students all the time, in the d pawn openings, we want to play c5, so don't block your c pawn. I'm doing this for a specific reason, though. The reason is that, white wants to play bishop takes c4. They can't do it at the moment, but next move, they will play e3 or e4, and then I will play knight a5 to hold on to the pawns. That's the idea there. Knight f3 was played, which is not one that I'm used to. Exactly. I guess just this exact move order, I don't really know. But it makes sense because knight c6 does also attack d4, so I was threatening to win it. I would take it if I can. Take with the queen, probably. But after knight f3, I can't do that, so I develop my piece. So let's pull up the opening book, though. Yeah, knight f6 is the main move. They went bishop g5. Now, this move, I don't know. I don't see it much. In the opening book, it has been played 26 times, which is kind of surprising. But it scores quite well for black, usually. And if I ask the computer about the position, yeah, it says black's slightly better. That's kind of what I expected because it's an unusual move and it doesn't seem to do anything concrete. But it is also a little annoying. It disrupts my normal plans, Normally I would go e6, but if I do that here, they're going to wreck my pawn structure. So I actually do want to ask the engine about some of the moves I didn't play here. Like, so if e6, I mean, what if they just take? If they take, the computer's going to say we're fine, I bet. Yeah, g takes f6. Computer likes black here. There's still e3, and then we just play chess from here. This structure isn't so bad. I mean, one nice thing about it is that you can put your bishop on g6 and your pawns like that, or you can go bishop e7, or you can put the bishop out even. It's fine. And then you can put the king on h8 and the rook on g8 and use that open g file. So it's not like the end of the world. If you get the structure, you can play it. That's probably why the computer likes it. So another move I was considering here was to move the knight. I was wondering about knight d5 here. But it doesn't develop a piece. Oh, actually this is wrong because of e4. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I'm forced to move the knight again. Yeah, and then after this, my e-pawn is still pinned. It's going to take me a bit to untangle, so white's better. Okay. Now in the actual game, and I'll turn the engine back off. Yeah, I want knight a5. So is that a good move? I don't know. Let's see what the engine says. The engine wants h6 or queen d6. Okay. Oh, it wants knight a5 now. Okay, I'm happy to see that because, I mean, my knight doesn't really belong on c6. That's sort of the point. Like, it fights for the center while it's here, which is great. But really, the point was to play knight a5 and hold on to this pawn, and notice that if b4 happens, we always have en passant. Or, you know, or the knight often comes to b3. So this knight, you know, again, it's the 80-20 rule. I teach my students, knights on the rim are dim. Don't put your knight on the rim. But 20% of the time, it's the right thing to do. 80%, it's wrong. Here, it is right because there's clear ideas. Clear reason why he's there. Okay, so e4 was played. That's the most testing move, I'm sure, because they're threatening e5 now. And I want bishop g4. So is this the right approach? I usually don't play bishop g4 in my QGAs, but Michael Jolson suggested this move. Calvin Blocker included this move in his analysis. So I was like, hey, it's a real move. Yeah, so apparently I can't play it. Wow, e6 is a move. Now, I was wondering about this because after e6, you have to deal with e5. There's a pin here. I thought h6 is forced. That is true. And after bishop h4, yeah, I did not want to calculate g5. I knew it would take me a long time, and I still wouldn't be sure at the end. So, but the computer's like, oh yeah, g5. I calculated 20 million variations in 3 seconds, and g5 is the best move. Yeah, I mean, you've got to deal with this, though. And I was not willing to do that. I mean, I'm just so far behind in development. I just couldn't play this way unless I had it close to memorized or some kind of intuition about it, which I did not. So I played this move, which is good. The computer likes it. Okay, engine back off. All right, bishop e2, breaking the pin. Okay, we need to develop. I threw in h6 first. Bishop e3. Yeah, I thought bishop e3 was probably a bit of a mistake. I thought bishop h4 was better. The engine disagrees. Okay, it likes both. All right. e6. See, I like bishop h4 because it made it harder for me to play e6, but the engine, it doesn't care about that. It's like, yeah, we'll go g5. Like g5 is like a no-brainer for the engine. But you better know what you're doing if you play g5 in a real game. Bishop e4 I like a lot. Let's see what the engine says. Yeah, best move. Yeah, I think because of what I said, we want to keep that e7 square available for the queen. Could be a good square. And we're putting pressure on the center because the knight's guarding the center and stuff. So, yeah, here, I mean, doesn't that just blunder a pawn? I'm asking the computer. Yeah, it does. Yeah, bishop takes c3. Okay, yes. So this is correct. So I'm very happy with my play so far this game. Because takes. Okay, now you might be saying, Stacia, you gave up your bishop. Well, yeah, I mean, I'll give white 2 bishops if I win a whole pawn. I mean, what's more important? A pawn of material is worth more than having the bishop here. So I'll take the pawn of material. All right, and plus my knight came to the center, and again a tempo on the rook. So there's like side benefits too. All right, so rook c1. Yeah, now knight b3 will come with tempo at some point. I can't do it yet because I feel like there's bishop takes, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could play this way. Yeah, it probably is winning, actually. Okay, so it's not even a threat yet. But b5, I thought made a lot of sense. Let's see what the engine says. Ooh, top move. Yeah, it really likes black. Okay. So b5. So I'm playing chess this game, but of course now I'm under 5 minutes. So this is the story of my chess journey at the moment. I play good chess, but it does take me some time. Maybe I lack focus sometimes, I'm realizing. So I'll work on that. But yeah, when I'm actually trying to find the best moves, I often do. So this is a good sign for me. I just need to do so faster. So h3, yeah, I like knight d6. I mean, I guess I could consider a move like f5 here. Seems a little nuts to me. Oh, probably knight b3 is also good. I'll ask the engine what it wants. But here I had to start making faster decisions. It actually wants bishop f5. I looked at this. Now I thought after bishop f5 there might be this move. But then I thought we might have... Oh, I didn't see this. We can just take it. So if there's no knight h4, then bishop f5 is going to be a good move because it's very tough for the queen to find a good square now. You know, these are protected by the knight. This is in line with the bishop. This is protected by a pawn. I mean, you pretty much got to go here. I mean, this is not good. I feel like white's getting close to lost now. Because black is certainly better just for material alone. But I play knight d6. I'm sure this is fine. h3, okay. Letting me go bishop f5 with tempo. So they attack my knight with tempo. So, hey, if they really want me to go knight b3, I will. So I did. Rook cd1. And I castle, finally. So I started playing a little faster here, but so far my advantage is still very good. And I thought so during the game. G4, yeah. Probably the best try by white, I think, because they've got to do something here. Right, they're down material and I'm low on time. So if they can make the position a little messy, get it a little bit tactical, I think white's chances increase. Bishop h7 makes sense to me. Knight e5 makes sense. Put the knight in the center. So I'll put my knight in the center with knight e4. That attacked the queen. Queen to b4. Now if I go a5, they can take there. So that's not good. So I played queen d6. Let's trade queens. I want material. I would like to trade, please. They said no, thank you. It's probably the correct move. Rook a d8. Just getting my rook in the game. I actually was considering playing the f rook, but I went against it because there's, you know, white is coming to my king side. So I felt like maybe I should leave this rook here. Let's see what the engine says. I mean, the engine says f6 or rook a d8. Okay. f6 is the clear best move, but I wasn't going to play that move lightly. Let's get my rook in the game first. f3. Now, I thought f3 didn't look so great to me. f3, f3. It unprotects the bishop for one. Creates weaknesses in here. Yeah, I went here. I kind of thought they might take. I mean, can they play like this? I'm not sure what the follow-up is, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. King g2, f6. Okay, so yeah, I had my eye on f6. I knew it might be a good move, but I also knew that it's a risky move. You know, I'm weakening my light squares over here, but now that all my pieces are activated, I thought this makes more sense. Let's go ahead and do it. And yeah, the knight was trapped, so they counterattacked me. I did see this as well, and I thought knight takes h3 must be best. Now, I did this with 51 seconds left, but I'm getting faster. It might not seem like it, but I am. Okay, well, there's lots of other better moves here, apparently. There's queen d5 check. There's f takes c5. Now, I thought f takes c5 was a problem, but probably, wow, yeah, it says we play queen d. Oh, because we've thrown the check. Okay, and if they block counterattacking, then we take it. So I missed that little check we can throw in. That would have sold me on that move then. But instead, I played this move, which is still good for black, just not as good as some other options. So, and lucky for me, they took. Now, I thought they might here retreat their knight. I was a little worried about this during the game because I thought, okay, what do I do now? But I guess I do take on f4. And after takes, I don't think there's any discoveries that are going to crush me here. I mean, probably the best one would be knight e5. Because that one I just take with the queen, but knight e5 is protected by a pawn. If they tried this one, I mean, this is the most threatening, right? It also protects the pawn again. Yeah, I have queen e4 check. Yeah, it looks like this is hit. This is hit. Yeah, so this doesn't work at all. So, okay. So I took. Okay, here I was thinking about rook takes f1, but I thought after rook takes f1, pawn takes queen, you know, rook takes queen. This is actually a pretty big tempo, right? They're going to take my rook and make a queen. So I would have to move my rook. So that's why I didn't play this line. Because then they take me here. If I had time to take this way, then I like it. So I didn't do that. Instead, I just went queen e7. And after queen e7, I mean, I'm sure white knew I was winning here, and they're trying to just attack me and try to, you know, hope that I mess up at this point. But let's trade rooks. Yeah, I take that pawn. See if that's the best move. Yep, it is. Attacking the bishop. Now I have this move attacking the rook. Then on rook there. I really liked c5. Yeah, let's just prop up the knight, right? He's attacked. We're just going to prop him up. And the idea is to next challenge the file with rook f8. I feel like there's more than that even. Yeah, it takes. I should just take back. I don't see any reason not to. And then g5. Okay, and on g5, Yeah, knight f5. I like this move a lot. Let's see what the engine says. Yes, knight f5. So this is known as knife f5. And I call it that. I know some like grandmaster of the past has called it that, and then Ben Feingold says it a million times. That's where I got it from. But then I teach my students it's knife f5 because you're holding a knife to the white king's throat. So, but really it has to do with knight f4 usually, but okay. Or knight f5 for white, holding a knife to the black king's throat, but okay, queen there. They're going to try to use the f-file, but, you know, this is too good. Yeah, and then here, I was like, what do I do? Do I take the bishop, or do I do something else, like just take here and trade queens? And then I was like, oh, what about rook d3? Rook d3 looks nice. When's a queen? So I played that, and my opponent did resign. So, okay, let's ask the computer how I did. I'm pretty happy with my play this game. Even in time pressure, I seem to find some moves more quickly. I've been doing a lot of simple tactics more quickly, training that way, and I think it's paying off. It's paying off. I'm playing a little better in time pressure than in the past, so I'm definitely going to continue that. Now let's see, where's computer analysis? Oh, here it is. All right, I'll go ahead and show it to you guys too. Okay. Okay, let's see what it says. I'm probably in the 80% range, I would say. Really, did I play better than that? I feel like I didn't play precisely, but yeah, this is about what I thought. Because I didn't like make any bad mistakes, but I'm sure I didn't play like the most precise, especially when I was in time pressure. And that's pretty much the computer saying. But wow, I mean, pretty much a smooth game. I had an advantage. I held on to the pawn and managed to still develop and castle. Kept the pawn, won another pawn. I mean, it's sort of the opposite of how I normally play, but I like it. So if we just go through the chess.com thing, it says knight c3 is the last book move. That, I know that's not true. I know a6 is a book move. Okay, it says h6. Want to try this one and find a better move. I guess it would be guess I have to go back to do this. I would I'm not sure what the, oh, maybe queen d6. Okay, well, this is probably boring for you guys. So, actually, queen d6 is totally wrong because there's e5, of course. Let's just go through it. Exclam, really? I mean, it just wins a pawn. I don't feel like it deserves an exclam. Yeah, knight d6. I think better was this because there is no knight h4 like I thought. So I need to, you know, keep my eyes on the whole board. Forgot about the queen back there. Oh, okay, this is a mistake. So what is the better move here? Wow, the engine likes knight to f6. That's... really hard for me to understand. I was scared of g5. So if g5 right now, then the engine says knight d5. So that's the point. The point is we go knight d5, and if they take, we take the bishop, so they have to move their bishop. So the engine says bishop takes c4. What? I don't understand that move at all. I guess knight takes c4, attacks the queen. I mean, this looks ridiculous. I guess that means white doesn't have any good moves here. It's kind of crazy. Maybe that makes sense. Because, like, if they go here, the knight can come into f4. Yeah, it's starting to get rough. All right, well, f6 best move. Yeah, and here I didn't play the most precise move either. I should have just gone f takes e5. I just missed the fact that I have this check. That's why I missed it. Like, they could just take. And then, oh yeah, I was looking at this line. Because I was like, hey, two things are attacked. That's not good. But in reality, I had that check. Yeah, and this part of the game was smooth. I mean, I was under a minute, but I found some decent moves here. Yeah, they're all like pretty good. Yeah, and then I won. Yay. So that's what I like to see. Back up to 1731. We're going to have to get to 1800 just to get started on this journey. I don't think that'll be too hard, but then getting to 1900 may be quite a battle. But we're going to learn a lot along the way. So I hope that you'll stay with me. And I'll be back with more chess. Okay, have a great day. Bye.